Okay, so you've seen how straightforward it is in both JavaScript and PHP to build a simple, basic application that prompts for just basic permissions and ensures that a user is logged into Facebook before returning publicly available data for the logged-in user. Let's take a look now at extended permissions. As we've seen, some data is publicly available even to applications, and it can be accessed just with basic permissions. No extra permissions are required. Other data, or even operations, require special permissions to be granted by the user before an app is able to access the data or to carry out the operation. Two examples are posting to a user's wall or retrieving a user's email address. Posting to a user's wall requires a special permission to be granted by the user, and the retrieval of the user's email address is only possible if they have granted access to that data. Some examples of publicly available data, as we saw in our samples, are ID, name, first name, middle name, last name, gender and locale. To retrieve other data, various different permissions are required depending upon the data. To retrieve the email address, the user needs to grant the email permission. To retrieve the languages for a user, it requires that the user grants the user likes permission, which seems a little bit strange as user likes and languages seem to be unrelated. The conclusion here must be that likes and languages are stored in a similar way within Facebook and so linked to the same permission. Posting to a user's wall requires a publish stream permission. Publish stream permission is also needed to publish photographs to a user's stream, for example. And we'll see some more examples of this later on. For full information about all of the various types of extended permissions and where they're required, you can look at the developersfacebook.com docs and you follow the links to reference, API, and then permissions. There you will see a full list of all of the data items and the various objects and operations which can be accessed via the Graph API, together with permissions required to access the information or to carry out the operation.